Hey, Julie, how are you?
Good to see you, CJ. I'm great, thank you.
Do you have a minute for Mentor Mondays?
Absolutely, I've been looking forward to this.
All right, let's start with an easy one. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
As a kid, there was an actor named Paul Newman, and he had a company called Newman's Own, which sold a lot of food items and dog food products. And he had a foundation. And I always wanted to do something like him, where I had a company and a charitable organization that when together, they did really great things.
How would you describe what it is that you do now?
Well, coincidentally, that's what I'm doing today, is that I have the Moonridge Group, and it is a company that's a consulting firm, and we find ourselves at the center of collaborations in the city, the state, and in other communities across the nation. And we have a foundation that's a grant-making foundation that does such good work, gives away grants, and brings funders together. So as a kid, if I would have known that I could have that and being able to impact the world through that great combination, I would have been a happy, happy kid.
What are some of the most valuable lessons you've learned in business or life?
It's interesting, even though we're approaching 3 million people in our great part of the state, it is such a small city. And to just never burn a bridge, that someone that you know today, which this is March of 2023, could be someone that you encounter 10 or 20 years from now. I was at that event on Saturday honoring Mark Davis and the late Sheldon Adelson, and someone in the community in the room said, "This is such a small town." And I looked at him and said, "But we're 3 million people." And he said, "However, it's a small group of people that really lean in and engage, and it's important never to burn a bridge." And that reminded me to share this for Mentor Monday, because it's so true about always treating others with respect.
What are some key traits that a leader should have?
Gosh, that's a great question, CJ. You know what's interesting is the ability to deliver with excellence. I think if leaders show up mentally and physically ready for any interaction with their clients, with the community, you know, in these busy, busy times, it's so easy to try and wing it, to show up to any interaction and give it kind of your all. But yet, a trait of a great leader is every time showing up fully ready, having studied what it is that they're going to do, being mentally and physically present, and bringing the innovation to all of your meetings.
What are you looking forward to in the future?
Gosh, I love this community and so happy that we got some rain, because in the future, I'm really worried about Las Vegas having enough water for next generation. So I'm looking forward to a community where we have the ongoing resources to be able to have enough water for all. That's why I'm actively engaging in environment and water topics, because the Las Vegas of the future is one that we need our resources. So hopefully all of you that are seeing this message, cherish water, engage in activities with water, because the future of Las Vegas is something where we all need to be working together to make it the best place we can, and water's important.
How do you stay motivated when faced with a challenge?
Oh, great questions. I feel like there's challenges every day. I feel like there are so many things that pop up, and being able to look at challenges as opportunities, so that knowing that they're going to arrive and not have them knock us off of our position and have us be so discombobulated that we can't function, but to be able to appreciate the challenges as learning opportunities. You can see behind me that this is where we built Delivering with Dignity. And there were so many challenges that Poonam Mathur, Elizabeth Blau, and I encountered. It would have been so incredibly easy to say, that's it. We're not going to do this. It's all volunteerism. And in the end, those incredibly big challenges were overcome with tenacity and persistence and a positive attitude. And today we've fed nearly 1 million meals. So overcoming those challenges with tenacity and persistence is super important, no matter what field we're all in.
What's the most important question to ask a mentor?
Gosh, great question. I believe it's how have they overcome mistakes? What have they done? Because we all make mistakes. And so if I were to be given a mentor, I would ask them, what's a mistake you've had? And what is your thought about making mistakes?
How have you overcome mistakes?
Oh, CJ, I find that I still, at this stage in my career, make mistakes almost daily or weekly. And I have to practice what I preach because I tell my staff it's okay to make mistakes, but learn from them, admit them, don't cover them up. If you make a little mistake or a big one, use it as a learning opportunity because I find that even just this morning, I made a mistake and I thought, darn, I can do better. I need to make sure that I fix whatever it is. And I think that the biggest thing about making mistakes is not the mistake, but the ability to pick ourselves up, get over it, move forward, and do better the next time.
Alrighty, Julie. Thanks for sharing some of your time and wisdom with us today.
CJ, you are the best. The Vegas Chamber is so lucky to have you and all of the volunteers working with the Chamber, and it's been such a pleasure. You're the best, CJ.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.